Hello, this is Marina Ramirez with Assisting Hands Palm Beach. Today at Palm Beach Senior Chat, we are here with Wendy Derhak from the Pet Cottage, and we're going to be talking about how to take care of your pets after you pass. Good morning, Wendy. How are you today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Excellent. Now, tell me a little bit about you, Wendy.
Okay, I am the founder and executive director of the Pet Cottage, which is a nonprofit sanctuary. But my prior experience, I used to have a small fitness business for seniors, and I created that to help seniors stay in shape in their home. And that's sort of how it evolved into the Pet Cottage, because you become family members, and seniors have pets, and they would need them to care for them if they passed away, or if they had to go to rehab or assisted living. So I decided to create, I saw a need, and decided to create the Pet Cottage to help with that need.
Perfect. I mean, for seniors, in many instances, animals become their family. They're very important to them.
Absolutely. I think there's a loneliness crisis for seniors in our culture. They're a forgotten population.
Correct.
And particularly in South Florida, many family members live far away from their families. They move here to retire. So their pets become their entire purpose, and that helps them get out of bed, get the exercise they need, give them companionship. And really, statistics show that it's not cancer, it's not heart disease. Loneliness is the #1 killer of senior people.
That is very sad, but true. Also, studies show that having a pet and petting an animal reduces stress and lowers high blood pressure, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So tell me, Wendy, how is a Pet Cottage different from other animal shelters?
Well, the Pet Cottage is a sanctuary. If you go to a rescuer shelter and you get a pet, they give you the pet, you adopt the pet, and then the responsibility is all yours and you don't hear from the shelter again. We are a sanctuary because we believe that pets make people's lives better. So when they serve us and something happens, a person dies or can't care for them because of a disability or deployment too, we also cover that, then we think it's our job to serve them. They have served us, and so then it's our job to serve them. So what we do is when we take them into our program, they're promised a home for life, and we follow them throughout their life. We always check in on them, check on the people that have them, so they're part of our pack.
Very beautiful. Do you have a shelter, a facility where you keep the animals, or are they all fostered?
Right now, we're working towards getting a property. The vision is to have a true sanctuary where the pets will come and live out their life there. It will be sort of like a retirement home for pets.
Okay.
Right now, we operate with a foster network. I have 18 different fosters that have cats and dogs in their homes with us. Our demographic is primarily senior women. They make amazing fosters. We have many widows and retired women. We have a program called Senior to Senior, and that program is if the pet is 6 years or older and the person is 62 years or older, then they can be forever fosters, which means that we will continue to pay their medical throughout their life. Because one of the big concerns for senior people about having a pet is what's going to happen if something happens and I can't afford to care for them.
Okay. Very good. How do you get your funding?
It's always, that's the biggest challenge. We are totally donation-based. We do have one family foundation that really is our primary donor right now. We certainly need more of those. So we're always looking to raise funds. And I'm working towards getting some business sponsorships, corporate sponsorships in the demographic that makes sense to us, people that work with seniors. We really, right now, it's a month-to-month thing. We're always looking to find more funding. Our biggest expense is our veterinarian bills because we do provide that service. And we do work with a lot of different veterinarians. Furry Friends in Jupiter they're actually a rescue that has a clinic. They work with us very closely, and they give us an amazing discount, which makes us able to serve more pets.
What is the Pet Cottage's Lifetime Care Sanctuary program?
Okay, our Lifetime Care Sanctuary program is part of our mission and getting people to have a plan before they need it. One of the most complicated things is when something happens to a family member, they have no plan in place. The family comes in and they start making decisions that possibly that person would not have made. So the Lifetime Care Sanctuary Program is a program where you can have a contract with the Pet Cottage prior to something happening so that it's all written down, it's all in place. There is a financial commitment, there's a good faith deposit that's required, and then an amount of money that you can leave through a will, a life insurance policy, whatever, that then guarantees that your pet will have a home for its entire life. And the importance of that, I can't even tell you. Whether or not you do it through the Pet Cottage, to have a plan is so important.
I agree. To have a plan for many things is very important.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
It's true. There's many things that you need to have a plan, and if you care about your animal, your pet, it's very important to have a plan for them. And I know that it's something that that concerns them a lot, but they don't have the information about what to do. So I think
exactly. And that's one of the things that's a big part of our mission is education and community service. I do go out and speak to any group that will have me, particularly groups that work with seniors, to let them know that this is available. And the importance of having a pet trust versus a will, because in the state of Florida, pets are property. So if you put your pet in your will let's say I leave my cat to you, and then I pass away, the next day you can decide to do whatever you want with that cat.
I see.
You can take it to a shelter, you can do whatever you want. But if you have a trust in place and you have trustees, you might want a family member to be one trustee and maybe like a sanctuary to be the other trustee. So the one manages the money, the other manages the care, and then your pet gets exactly the care that you want. And all estate lawyers, just about everyone, because pet trusts are legal in the state of Florida, just about anyone that would help you put together your estate planning could help you put together a pet trust. And you can get a pet trust without having, you can literally have a small life insurance policy, which is a tiny percentage goes to the care of the pet. And then you can make sure your pet gets treated the way that you want it to be treated.
And what is the vision of the Pet Cottage for the future?
Our long-term vision is to have an actual property, and we have been looking for some. We're about $400,000 short of what we need, but we're getting there. I mean, we have money raised, and we're working towards it all the time. But I would like to have an actual sanctuary space where the pets that are participate in the Lifetime Care Sanctuary Program will just come live right there. And we call it the Pet Cottage because my vision really is to have little cottages where, the dogs will have a cattery for the cats will actually will live on the property as well. It's home style care.
Okay.
So you need people to be there. When I first started envisioning this, I intended to have a senior person live in each one of these cottages. But the legalities of making that happen. Right. So instead we have our volunteer demographic is primarily seniors.
Okay.
And I really envision having them come to the space and have a purpose where they have animals they're responsible for, they can have lunch together, they can do exercise together, a place where that isn't a senior place where you play bingo. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
It's beautiful.
But a place where you come and you can share your love of animals and have a purpose, have something that you're responsible for.
Very nice. How about the short-term foster? Tell me a little bit about that.
Short-term foster is a really good program because many seniors, as they age, they have things come up where they might have to go into the hospital short-term. Or if they have a fall or something, they have to go into rehab. So what we do then is we will provide a short-term foster for their pet where we care for it. And then when they get back home and they're able, their pet goes back to them.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Wendy. It's been wonderful having you here.
Thank you for having me.
I share your love for animals, so it's been very exciting to know that you're working on that end. It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And this was Palm Beach Senior Chat. Thank you.